Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
Welcome to this, your Daily 180 Bible study. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you invite your friends to watch it on Facebook or to watch it on YouTube, and I hope you take the time to study God's Word along with us. We're in James chapter 3, and this week we're going to begin at verse number 13, talking about the wisdom that is from the earth and the wisdom that's from above. Let's begin at verse 13. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let him show by good conduct that his works are done in the meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter envy and self-seeking in your hearts, do not boast and lie against the truth. This wisdom does not descend from above, but is earthly, sensual, demonic. For where envy and self-seeking exist, confusion and every evil thing are there. Self-seeking, selfishness, looking out for number one, and being envious are first cousins, and they go hand in hand. And I want us to talk a little bit this week about envy and about the sin of envy. I want you to think about this. Have you heard about a preacher in the community that was guilty of the sin of adultery? He was caught as an adulteress, and you heard that he was committing adultery. What might you think? You might think, that's horrible. How could a preacher of the gospel be guilty of adultery? That's a terrible thing. But let me ask you this. If you heard about a preacher in the community that was guilty of envy, what would you think? Would you think, well, that's a sin we all engage in, but adultery is sin, but so is envy. And envy is incredibly destructive. Over in 1 Samuel chapter 18, we read about King Saul. King Saul had the opportunity to be a great king, but he became very petty, he became rebellious to God, and he became very envious. And when they're coming back from battle, the women are singing in chapter 18, verse number 7, Saul has slain his thousands. I'm sure he liked that. But then they said, and David his 10,000s. And King Saul became envious. And the very person that was actually King Saul's best friend became someone that King Saul eventually began to hunt down and tried on numerous occasions to kill. That's what envy will do. Envy will turn us against those who are actually our best friends. Envy is a dreadful sin. Join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.